Let's see what we got. Man films chilling videos before doing the unthinkable.
We got an employee that shot people.
Oh, this nigga tripped out at work.
Is just racist, just flat out racist.
He posted on Facebook last night, and he came to work all weird.
Boss man makes black jokes every day. My name is Black Jerry.
But I just remember looking up and I saw Jerry with the gun. He did one of these and pulled the trigger.
Nigga said the boss called him Black Jerry. If that's true, I'd be offended too. Fuck.
Yeah.
You guys. And I really hope y'all do this.
In Clinton Township, Michigan, an employee films his morning commute to work, ranting about alleged racism, bullying, and mistreatment by his coworkers. The last thing they ever expected was for him to enter the workplace armed with a gun and murder on his mind.
The kid didn't look like he had a care in the world that he just did any of that.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On the morning of January 9th, 2018, 25-year-old construction worker Jerry Motley Jr. begins recording on his way to the office.
So, now we're recording. I'm gonna tell you, like I told these it's like, they just did, like, outrageous, racist bull. It's like time and time I come into work, just racist, just flat out racist. There's no giving. Dude used the word like a million times. Boss man makes black jokes every day. My name is Black Jerry.
Yeah, that's
I'm the lowest paid in the company. Been there for a year, pretty much. And I got a best friend that works there too. So it's like, even my best friend sat there and pointed out a branch, like, oh, Jerry, which one you want to be hanged from? Him and Johnny.
It's like, you let that shit slide? Well, obviously he didn't, but at the time he let it slide.
Like, y'all are ignorant. Y'all just think money is the power of everything. Really, a weapon is the power of everything. I'm just basically saying, you guys. And I really hope y'all do that.
Minutes later, Jerry arrives at his workplace. He parks his car and calmly heads toward the front door as he'd likely done every workday for the past year. But this time, tucked into a hoodie pocket underneath his jacket, is a fully loaded pistol.
Lock it. Where's Tom?
Shot, don't know.
Look and see. Oh, God, he is.
911, where is your emergency?
I need an ambulance immediately at Reliable Fence. We got an employee that shot people.
Where is the person that shot him?
I don't know. We have 4 rooms back there, and when I'm in a locked room. I need police and I need an ambulance staff.
Okay, I have everybody coming. Where is the victim?
He's right next to me, and I don't know who else
is he
shot. Who else did he
All right, is he breathing?
Yes, he's breathing.
Okay, where is he shot?
In the chest.
Okay, do we have anything to put on the wound?
He's got his glove against it now.
Okay.
Just stay still. Is he shot?
All right, who's the person?
He shot my brother. I had 2 people shot.
Okay, where's the other
brother? He's trying to leave. I need police now.
The dispatcher requests information about the suspect's car, but the woman on the line is unable to answer as someone delivers a crushing confirmation.
You mean my brother's shot?
Ma'am, take a deep breath. Ma'am, we have everybody coming, okay?
Once you tell me you got everybody coming,
get on the phone with me, please. Ma'am, hello? Ma'am, hello?
Black Jerry?
As more calls reach dispatchers, they're able to learn from other employees that the suspect fled the scene in a gray Saturn.
It's a black male. He works with us. I don't know. He posted on Facebook last night, and he came to work all weird.
Okay. Listen, we got everybody coming to help you. Take a deep breath. What's his name?
Jerry Motley. He shot Tom? What the? I have one
conscious and breathing?
Conscious and breathing that shot. He's standing right
Okay. All right, and what about the other person?
Other person's on the ground.
He's rampaged and transferred to McLaren Hospital with multiple gunshot wounds. In a back office, the business owner, 61-year-old Thomas Edward Batke, was found face up on the tile floor in a pool of blood with a fatal gunshot wound to the head. The murder weapon, a semi-automatic pistol, was found near his legs, containing 7 unspent rounds. Several employees were brought into the police station and asked to describe for detectives exactly what happened.
We all gather in Tom's office in the morning to find out what we're doing for the day, and just kind of talk and
what do y'all do?
See what's going on. And, Jerry was just acting really weird this morning. You know,
in what way? Was he not talking to people like he normally does?
No, yeah. Just not talking, and his buddy, Jeff, in the other room was like his best friend, you know, and Jeff said hi to him, and he's like, and just walked away, just mumbled something and walked away. I'm like, okay, that's weird.
Best friend, white too.
Well, anyways, we're all in Todd's office to find out what's going on. And all of a sudden, we're like, just thinking like, where's Jerry at? And then all of a sudden, we seen the back door open, and then Jerry walks out like this.
Jerry pulls the gun out and says, "You mother! I told you stop with me." Blam! Shots once.
I've been to shooting range. I know what it smells like when you shoot a gun. I'm like, what the? You know, he shot Angelo. You can hear Angelo hit the ground.
Lori, the deceased owner's sister, described what happened next.
I literally, I can play it in my mind.
He shot the owner. He shot the boss, huh?
Into my view came Angelo. He's like this, and he goes, "My God, that hurts." And Jerry was there, and I said, "What the hell? What's going on?" Because I heard the sound. Was a cat gun, firework? I mean, never in a million years. And he turned and he went this way through the door. And the door slammed and boom, boom against the door. And I was trying to push against the door and I couldn't. I'm like, what is going on? Because I could hear it all against the door.
When he shot Joe, he was still going after Joe. He didn't have any intentions on going in the office because he was walking past the office.
Okay.
And I think that's when Dylan was right there and jumped on him. But when he was walking past the office, I could have sworn I heard him say, "I'm sick of this bull."
Employee Dylan then attempted to stop Jerry from firing the gun again.
I grabbed both of his wrists and threw him up against the wall, and I couldn't hold him forever, and I knew that. I held him for about 20 seconds, and then he found a way into the office, and Tom, at the time, my boss, the second guy that got shot, he was trying to lock the door.
It was then that Jeff jumped in to help, but the struggle spilled over into the owner's office.
They moved into the office, and he still had the gun, and I looked, and my dad, since Jeff was on him, my dad saw that, and he wants to grab his arm and try to get control of it so no one else got shot. And then I saw that, and they were leaning on my dad's desk. So I jumped on Jerry, and I put him in a chokehold. And I don't know where my dad was. I know he was in there somewhere, but I just remember looking up, and I saw Jerry with the gun. He did one of these and pulled the trigger at my dad. Then after that, Jerry
I thought you had him in the headlock.
and he
How you
shot
get
it
out
at
the
the wall.
headlock?
Then he ended up dropping it. I don't know if it was because I was still choking him, so I don't know if he was losing consciousness. Then after that, him and Jeff just fell to the ground in the doorway.
So he was shooting
I
while he was
remember
in the
looking
headlock.
up to the right, and I just saw my dad laying there. I could tell he was almost passed out because he started gagging. I kind of let off because I didn't want to kill him. You know what I mean? But I sat there telling him, I was like, "You just killed my dad." Because I knew right away when I saw him laying there that there was no blood. I knew right away when I saw him laying there that there was no blood on him.
No. Did he?
No, I got up.
Sound like he said, "I said at the time you just killed my
get up, I walked out front because I didn't know what to do. Because I deep down I knew what happened, but I didn't know what to do."
It was then that Jerry, just as casually as he entered, made his way back to his car. However, he didn't make it far. Just 1 mile down the road from the business, Jerry lost control of his vehicle, slamming into the rear of a flatbed truck. Despite not wearing a seatbelt, he survived and was seen by the truck driver crawling out of a shattered window, fleeing on foot.
Well, Stan.
And
he alright. Niggas go to making them videos. They like, I know my life is over, so either they about to go do something even more stupid so they could get killed, or they just know it's the end. They're gonna kill themselves or they're gonna go to jail. But
this morning I was asking what was wrong with Jerry, and
end
Jeff told me, "Did you read his Facebook status?"
The night before the shooting took place, Jerry took to Facebook, leaving a cryptic post that hinted something dark was lingering in his mind. He detailed several incidents, writing, "You can't talk to another human being like that," then stating, "I put up with it for a year, no more."
Like, I was reading
Why didn't you
it,
just
and
go
it was just
get
like
a different
all
job?
the people that gave me a hard time.
Motherfucker racist,
and
punch him in their face and quit and go to get another job.
Joe give him a hard time? I mean,
You gonna kill a motherfucker and go to jail for life?
Joe
Like, what sense does that
has
make?
done a lot of things to everybody. He's grabbed me by my neck and, choked me up one time at a job.
Joe the owner?
Nope. He's a worker.
Okay.
He's grabbed the owner's son by his neck and choked him up just for stupid little bickering arguments, and he's done it to Jeff. And he always picked on Jerry.
Angelo is kind of a bully, really.
Oh, so he had it coming type shit. Angelo was a bully and he did crack all them jokes. So black dude wasn't tripping. Like, he was serious.
He'll like flick cigarettes at you, he'll throw at you, he'll just do all types of stuff to like kind of tick you off.
Right.
And pick
So
on
I
Jerry.
thought Jerry shot 4 people. He only shot Angelo? If it was only Angelo,
The
then...
most. So I could see why he was the first one shot.
According to the owner's son, there may be a reason Joe hasn't yet been fired, despite the allegations of abuse by his coworkers.
Sounds like Joe's a big dude. He's not small.
Mm-hmm.
Is he that meathead? Is he that guy that's got to pick on everybody, flick cigarettes at everybody, call names?
Oh, yeah.
You been there a long time? Worked for your dad?
Yeah, 17 years.
Wow.
My dad's known him since diapers. He's best friends with his dad. That's why, I mean, Joe's caused fights around there in the past 7 years I've been there. Me and him butted heads a few times.
Does he keep his job because of the relationship between your dad and his dad?
Oh, yeah.
Why I think he shot Tom is because nothing happened. We've brought to Tom's attention that Joe is... Nobody likes Joe there. Everybody will tell you this. Nobody likes Joe.
Angelo and Tom.
We tolerate him. He's for everybody. You know, he's just a cocky dude, you know? Just thinks his don't stink.
In part of Jerry's recording filmed prior to the shooting, he made it clear why Joe was a target.
And Joe, the reason I shot Joe, because
This nigga,
you're just ignorant.
this nigga talked about the whole crime. I mean, recorded himself afterwards. Like, that's crazy.
You're the mixture of racist and ignorant. Always constantly.
I don't think he got no
Telling
remorse.
me to do. I done did everything that you said, but you're still crying about everything. Saying that I ain't worthless. What the hell am I doing in this company? You sat there and antagonized me that one day, and I told you to stop. Like, man, you got me done. Then the boss man's gonna defend you.
Have people gone to the owners about Joe and said, hey, things you got to stop? I mean, he's basically an
Yeah, the last time, like the last situation Joe had with somebody was with me, is when he grabbed me up on my neck one time, and I told Tom, look, I'm either going to quit, or you need to tell Joe, like, you're going to do something for him, like, get him help. And, you know, Tom told me I'm going to tell Joe to take anger management. I said, you know what, all right, I'll get over it. We're all family. We all got to work together. I've got to put roofs over our heads. That was it.
After wounding Joe, killing Tom, crashing his car, and fleeing on foot, Jerry was quickly apprehended when a Roseville police detective saw him running into a subdivision and successfully tackled him to the ground. He was then handcuffed by an officer with the Fraser Police Department, who later returned him to the custody of Clinton Township. He now sits with detectives, who will hear a haunting confession regarding his motives for the brutal
It was always
attack.
long. He just had a hood
I got
on.
the job through my best friend. Okay, my best friend is Jeff. Pretty sure you talked to him.
Talk to him.
But it just, something just didn't really feel right. Like, because then he started completely being that whole, just screaming and yelling at me if I get something wrong. Oh, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're worthless. The way he was acting towards me, and he was like, you would never get a raise here, you're just a piece of and you're and this. Every time we get in an argument, he reverts back to racism, and it's like I'm at a losing chance. And then whoever's with him, they're tagging along, they're laughing at the joke, so I'm just like a target, and it's just a constantly target every single
But you
day
could
of
leave,
my life.
brother. You didn't have
Jeff,
to deal
who
with it.
explains
You
he's
didn't have
known
to stay.
Jerry since high school, admits there was name-calling at the job site.
You know, there are times where, you know, there's racial slings back and forth, you know, he might say, or whatever, you know, or you know, he might say something about being white or something, you know. Everybody, even him, would shoot shots back, you know, it's just guys and guys. And then, like with me and him, our relationship, he technically is one of the whitest black people I know. He doesn't really like his kind either, per se. I mean, I guess you'd say back in the day.
What the hell?
He kind of acts like it didn't really offend him as much, you know, when we were younger, you know.
In parts of the recording made before the shooting, Jerry speaks directly to his best friend, Jeff.
Jeff,
You just sit there and let the shit happen.
let me tell you something. You are the most his best friend ever. The way you treated me when I first started at that company was overrage. Jumping around in the state truck, screaming, Jerry, you ain't never gonna be nothing. My car broke down, so you had to come and get me. You just harassed me every single day you harassed me about getting my car. When are you ever gonna get your...
I mean, nigga got tired of giving you rides, I guess. He should have just said something and just said, like, you don't want to do it no more.
I don't want to drive you. All this other bull. If you ain't want to drive me, you ain't have to drive.
Right. Just say that.
But there's no point. I just sat there and you just screamed and yelled at me. It's like, yeah, I'm the boss of you and all this other bullshit.
Man, you would have me fucked up right there.
I can't believe you.
Don't get me wrong, we all joke around. It's a construction work. It's a bunch of guys.
Right.
Both around. You're an idiot. Excuse my language or whatever. Everybody picks on everybody.
All of my friends are Caucasian. All of them. And it's like I never in my life has been treated in a racial way really that bad. And it's like, it's not fair. And it's like, I even thought about like maybe I should quit. But something inside me was like,
you don't say.
No, they can't get away. They can't get away with this. Like, this is not right. Y'all already broke through. Like, oh my God, it's nerve wracking. Just thinking about it, like, it's like, how do you treat another human being so bad and expect him to be perfectly fine with it when it's a constant thing when he told y'all multiple times to stop?
Jerry points to the nickname Black Jerry as a source of resentment, but employee Dylan shares their reasons for addressing him this way.
We do call him Black Jerry, but it's not because we're trying to be racist. We have multiple Jerrys that work with us.
I figured that. I was like, maybe they got another person named Jerry there, so that's Black Jerry, then we got White Jerry.
Okay.
That's what I was figuring.
The easiest way. And he never told us that he didn't like it, so.
I'm the only black person there. And like I kind of like tried to bring it up to Tom, but Tom just like brushed it off. One morning I come in and Tom, everybody's sitting there. They're just making black jokes. Oh, when you turn off the lights, you're gonna see his teeth go. I'm like, that's not funny. He was like, and then
yeah, that ain't no funny
no
shit.
apology.
Saying that work.
Just went on about their life. Like,
period.
Are you serious? Like,
especially at work.
That's bull.
Jerry shares a more specific example of something that happened between him and Joe.
One day I was extremely pissed off, like I wasn't having a good mood. And for some reason, Tom sent me with Joe, and Joe was just being and I was like, dude, can you just leave me alone? So I kind of got pissed off, and I went in the truck. He's hitting the window while I'm in the truck, just terrorizing me. And Jeff was like, he's not going to stop. I was like, he just needs to leave me alone. And he's all laughing about it, thinking it's all funny.
Outrageous, screaming at me. Oh, if I get something wrong, Jay, you should already know this. You've been here for at least 2 months. I have a disability. I can't do that. I know it now. Now that I've been here for a year.
You got a disability. I figured something was up.
Joe's doing to you. That's not right. That's some bull.
Multiple co-workers acknowledged that Joe was particularly harsh with Jerry, but still couldn't believe he would take it to
Jerry
this extreme.
The only black guy?
Jerry was... I've had him over at my house a few times, you know what I mean? We've hung out. He was a good kid. I mean, granted, I know Angelo, he gave him quite a bit of at work, but, I mean, Jerry's a little slow. So when you tell him to do something and he doesn't do it properly, you just got to keep telling him, you know what I mean? My dad, to be honest, everybody's told my dad, Jerry's a good kid, but we don't mean he's cut out for this kind of work. My dad agreed, but he didn't want to just dump Jerry off, you know what I mean? He wanted to help the kid. That's what he does with a lot of these people around here. He's trying to help
them. Seemed like a cool
According to Tom's sister, Lori, she encouraged her brother to fire Jerry, but Tom refused.
He's a little slow.
Who's that?
Jerry.
Okay.
And I said to my brother, Tony, things are getting slower, the winter season, you can leave the kid alone. He needs a job. He did and you killed him?
Yeah.
Tom was great to him. Tom could have canned him 6 months
Yeah,
ago.
that's crazy.
You know what I
He killed
mean?
the
He
boss who was really
wasn't
there
the
for him.
best worker all the time. You know, again, he's just slow. You know, he doesn't like the cold. You know, all this. So, but he was very patient with Jerry, and which is why I don't understand what.
When Tom was shot, did it look like he was the target of was Jerry's intention?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Oh yeah. Yeah, because there was 4 of us there, and he could have went off and all of us.
Right.
He wanted,
But
you know
he specifically got his arm in,
and
pointed at Tom, and pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Jerry continues his confession to investigators, sharing a specific incident regarding the owner, Tom.
Tom's like, started laughing, and he just turned to me, oh, do you want to hear something funny? I'm like, not really, Tom. I really don't want to hear nothing funny. Oh, if you give a black person watermelon, he can do anything that you say. As he shakes the watermelon in front of my face. So I'm like, wow. So Joe turns around after he leaves the room and tells me, Jerry, don't tell nobody what goes down over here. Immediately I thought to myself, like, yeah, because if I tell anybody, it's not gonna matter.
The kid didn't look like he had a care in the world that he just did any of that. And I don't know why he shot my dad. My dad was nothing but good to him. There's no way he just randomly decided to just bring that gun into work. You know what I mean? He wouldn't just do that. He's that type of kid where he has to plan it. He doesn't just go with the flow.
He knew exactly who he wanted to hit too.
I just don't understand.
Like after I do a boy, I gotta hit the boss for letting the shit ride.
So you can't picture a specific event in the last few days or whatever. Okay.
Detectives also wondered if this was a sudden decision by Jerry or something he'd been planning for some time.
Where did you get the gun from?
Gun shop.
Have you ever shot it before today?
Nope. Honestly, that's my first time ever shooting a pistol.
How did you find out how to use it?
YouTube.
YouTube, okay.
Yeah.
Jerry explains he originally purchased it 4 months ago after a heated argument with Jeff when they were returning from a job site.
All the way back, like we're screaming and yelling at each other. He
so you got the gun for your best friend, really?
Attitude is ridiculous. I hate you. And at this point, I'm already crying. I'm emotional. I don't even know what to do. I'm pissed off. Like, so I went to go talk to Tom about it. Tom was like, "Well, all you need to do is just listen to Jeff." I'm like, "But he's screaming and yelling at me." He was like, "Are you doing what he's saying?" I was like, "But you don't have to scream and yell at me."
See, this the downside about hiring slow people or artistic people or whatever you want to call it. Like, you feel bad for them and you want to give them a shot and opportunity and shit, but it only take one situation like this for their mind to trip out and they fuck around and stab you or, you know what I'm saying, do some crazy shit. So I've seen this happen a lot of times. It happened to my daddy before.
He screamed and yelled at me. She was like, "Well, all I need you to do is listen to him. Brush it off like it wasn't nothing." So I went to the gun shop, got the gun, filled out the paper and all that. First time buying a gun. So I carried it once to work because it was a potential. But like that, I backed out because it was like, okay, maybe down the road it'll change.
Mm-hmm. Maybe things will get better, right?
Right.
I was treated unfairly. Then from the simple fact that you say everything about black people, you blame black people for all your problems, and you blame me for your problems. Jimmy, you ain't never gonna be nothing. Oh my God, you're a piece of... Oh, well, here you go. I know.
But as Jerry reveals, he had bigger plans than targeting
That's how he
just
wrecked
Joe.
the car. This nigga filming a video about the shit he just did while he driving away from the scene and and straight wrecked that bitch.
Joe and Tom.
Let me ask you this. If your plan to get back at these guys worked out perfectly, what would have happened?
100%, I probably would have been shot dead on the site.
That you would have been shot dead?
Pretty much.
Or you mean you would have shot all of them dead?
No, I had a different plan for my best friend. I would have shot my best friend in his 2 legs.
What?
To make sure he couldn't walk ever again.
Damn.
And pretty much from there, just let it role play.
Did you want to kill everybody there but your best friend?
Pretty much everybody but my best friend.
You understand what happened today. You understand that. What you did was wrong. You know what you did was wrong.
I know that.
Yeah,
targeted 2
that's
people.
wrong to take.
You wanted everybody?
You know that.
Yeah.
And you were intent on killing these people in the shop.
Yeah.
And you killed Tom, you shot him in the head, and you took 2 shots at Joe. And your intentions were to kill him too.
Oh, so Joe ain't even died. He just got injured.
What were you feeling when this was going on?
In my head, get Joe, and and go after everybody else.
Hold on, so this nigga killed the owner, but the one who he really was beefing with that was doing all that, this nigga lived. This nigga only injured. What the fuck?
Quick intervention by his co-workers, Jerry was disarmed before he could harm anyone else. The only loss of life was that of his boss, Tom. Lori shares that outside of work, Tom took care of his wife, who's bound to a wheelchair and battling advanced stage 4 cancer.
Did I ever in a million years think somebody would bring a gun in and shoot somebody? No.
No.
My brother, least of all.
Never really think about that at the workplace.
For kids, for people in nursing homes. My brother was
rarely
no
happens,
doubt
but it can happen.
And I wish he would have shot me instead of.
Nah, you don't wish that.
It's probably gonna hit me later on, but as of right now, I'm just like, it happened. I can't control it. Yes, I do want to cry because honestly, it could have been avoided. Yes, I know it was wrong. I know it could have went another way. But hey, it was my choice. As a human being, you make choices that you got to deal with. So now I have a body on my hand, and I'm probably going to be looking at a long time for this. So now I just rock. Do you think you should be forgiven?
Yeah, he doing how I always say niggas should do it when you do stupid shit like that. And I be like, what the fuck you expect was gonna happen? What you thought was gonna happen? You better take that shit like you gotta take it because you knew it was gonna happen. And he taking it like a gangster. Like he said, it's probably just right now because he in the moment. But once he really go to that cell and sit and think about it, he gonna be like, man, I could have avoided it. Like he just said. It could have definitely been avoided. You could have just quit. You could have punched him down. You could have hit him with a pipe. You could have did anything. You ain't had to.
Should happen to you, Barry.
And then if anything, you should have got old boy who was doing all the racist joke. You killed the boss instead, and not the. Come on, man.
Lock me up.
Slipping.
Leave me to rot.
Tripping.
That's just the way it is.
According to court records, Jerry Motley Jr. was ultimately charged with homicide, first-degree murder, multiple theories, assault with intent to murder, weapon carrying with unlawful intent, and 2 counts of weapons felony firearm. A jury found him guilty on all counts, and on August 7, 2025, he received a cumulative sentence of life in prison without parole. If you'd like to see select new videos
or nigga like him, like I said, it started the slowness of it that's really not even comprehending in his brain what the fuck he really just did. He just thinking like, yeah, you was picking on me, so I handled it, but yeah, you might as well keep on handling it while you in jail. When you're in jail, if anybody play with you, do the same thing. Poke them up. Y'all hit that like button, man. Like, comment, subscribe.
Just do it for the power. Just do it for the power. Do it.